Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to assemble your longboard. So if you have a board and all the important stuff, then you can make one. So you'll need a longboard, obviously. You'll need some trucks. I'm only going to do it on one side though because time restrictions on YouTube. You'll need two trucks, sorry. You'll need 4 wheels, 8 bearings because there's 2 in each wheel. Washers, I don't really need them. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I have a drop-through deck, by the way, which just means that actually got imprinted. Cool. My truck goes through the deck. Click top of the truck. Goes through the deck. And the bottom of the truck goes here. Alright, well, first thing you're gonna want to do if you have a drop-through deck, then unassemble your truck, which is really easy, just unscrew some screws, and then put the top here, so it hangs out like this in the back, and always do this first, don't do it the other way, don't put this part on first, it's so much harder. It's a lot easier if you just screw this part in first, and then put everything else on. So you take a screw, put it in the hole in the back. And most of you won't have to do this, but my board is custom made by a friend, and he's an idiot, so he decided to, like when he first made the holes, he screwed the screw in with it. So now every time that I want to put in my trucks, I have to screw them in instead of just pushing it. It's really annoying. Alright, next, once it's through like that, you see it? Okay, so these, you don't need these, but the washers, I have them, so whatever, you put the washer on next. You don't need them though, don't worry. And then the nut to secure it. And screw it. I use these cool tools that I found around my house. You probably have all these tools, don't worry. Most houses do. And just finish it off. And you do that 4 times. This is the most boring part of longboarding, by the way. Just the truck part. Wheels kind of fun. Alright, so put it in. Screw it. I use my hands more than the tools. I only use the tools when it gets hard. I don't know, it's just faster with my hands. Okay. Screw. Use your screwdriver too. You don't need all these weird ass tools. You do need some later though. You'll see. Alright, so it pops through. Washer, nut, ta-da, and tighten them. Make sure they're pretty tight. And again. Through. Tighten. By the way, yeah, I have pink trucks. I think they're Randall's R11s, 180, but I'm not even sure. I got the whole board. I got the board, the trucks, some wheels, zigzag retros, and bearings, and everything I needed for 160 bucks, which is not bad actually. But I'm buying a new board soon, the Longboard Tomahawk, which is like 140 or something, because this board is mostly for cruising, and I want one for sliding, and Tomahawk has 2 kicktails too. It's actually a really cool board. I like Longboard too, because they're a Canadian company, and I'm from Canada, so they got, I think it's 9 or 10 plies of maple on it, so it's a sturdy board. And last one. By the way, if you don't have a drop-through deck, don't worry, it still works. It's even easier to do it then. It's just more complicated with drop-through deck. I don't know why people have drop-through decks. I guess get lowered to the ground for a lower center of gravity or something. But if you have a normal, I have other decks that are not drop through, and they work. It's even easier. All you have to do for not drop through deck is you put this part, like it's on the bottom, and you just have the screws on top. That's easy. So you tighten that. Whoops. Tighten. And here, this part's kind of hard. So now you have to put this part onto this part. Okay, so you see how there's like a black part there? There. It's like squishy, kind of. It's plastic. You want to put the rounded part of the truck here. In there. And then you have to kind of like fidget to get this part. You have to fidget to get this part into this part. The easiest thing to do is you pull the bushing all the way to the bottom, put it in, and then put the rounded part in first, and then just kind of force it in. Alright, so once it's in position, you push this down, like that, and you put the nut for the other side. You put it on. You guys see that? There's a nut there I just put on. Alright, and then you tighten this part. This is how you tighten and loosen your trucks, by the way. This part. And the nut on the bottom. You can do either. I like my trucks pretty tight though, so you probably won't be tightening them this much. Tightening of trucks is just, it's all personal preference. And bushings too, it's personal preference, what you want. Alright, so for wheels, have your wheel, and you need 2 bushings of wheel. So you put 1 bushing. I have both reds, so see it's red there. Put the red on the outside. Red on the outside. And then just take like a screwdriver or something and hit it. That's what's in. You take the other one. Take the other one. Red still on the outside, always. And hit. Some of you might have bearing spacers, which is like a metal cylinder in between them. You don't need them, but they help for sure. If you do have them, just make sure it's in the middle. And then you put the washer on, and then the nut. You don't need washer, so I just, for wheels, I find it's great. And tighten. You want to make sure your wheels aren't, like the nut there isn't too tight. Like I made it too tight right now, look, it doesn't spin. So, loosen it. And a trick to know when it's good is it makes a little sound when you move it back and forth, like just a bit though. No roll. And it's good. Same thing. The other wheel. Wheel. Red part on the outside. Hit it. Same thing on the other side. Red part on the outside. Hit it. Don't worry, you won't damage your trucks like this. I mean, you won't damage your bearings like that. Slide it on. All the way on. Washer. Nut. And screw it. Oops. You just have to do it with your hand first before I can use these tools. Man, I don't even know if it's going. Yeah, it's loosening it. Okay. Again, not too tight so it doesn't go like this. You want it to go longer, obviously. So you loosen it. You don't want it too loose so it just falls off when you're riding with, I guess. See? A little noise. Perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about longboarding, I'll put my email. You can ask me anything about longboarding. I'll help. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you guys.